Mario Tennis Open basically says, let's cut the shit and give the fans what they want. This is full-out Mario-style tennis action. Developed by Camelot and published by Nintendo, Mario Tennis Open feels exactly how most people probably expected it to. Now, whether you see that as good or bad is left up to you, but I can tell you, if you're a fan of the first two console ports of Mario Tennis, you probably won't be disappointed here. Unlike the two previous installments on handheld systems, this game doesn't have much to offer in the way of RPG features. You can play as your Mii and upgrade him or her with new clothing and equipment, but that's about the closest RPG element you'll find. The gameplay is much of what you've grown to love for the most part, but if you're new to the series, the controls are very easy to learn. There are three methods of control in this game, actually. The first is a brand new feature called the Dynamic View. If you turn your 3DS upright, you'll enter this mode, and it allows you to turn the system to move the camera. Your player moves automatically in this mode, and the 3D is automatically disabled. You still have to press the buttons correctly to hit the ball, of course. But really, I didn't care for this mode at all. It doesn't work very well, if you ask me. Thankfully, it's a feature you can actually turn off. The next two control schemes are almost the same. Notice the bottom screen has several different shot types that you can choose from. You have two ways to actually choose that shot. You can press the buttons that correspond to that shot, or you can actually touch the area on the touchscreen that corresponds to a shot. I prefer the old-fashioned button presses because it just works the best. Another feature in Mario Tennis Open is the chance shots. These are what really add the spice to the game. While you're playing the game, areas of the court become colored. These areas represent where the ball is likely to land, and the color represents the type of shot you should use inside this circle in order to pull off a powered-up version of that shot. For example, if the circle is blue, I run up to it and use the shot that corresponds to that color. Blue happens to be the slice shot, so it becomes a much more exaggerated version of the slice. It keeps the game intense at nearly all times, and while it works well, sometimes it's almost impossible to keep a volley going after your opponent pulls off a chance shot. But that's a two-way street, and by using chance shots, it also makes it very difficult for your opponent to return the ball. Now, this game has several different modes to explore. Primarily, there's the solo adventure, where you can play in a tournament, an exhibition match, or play mini-games. The tournament is much like you'd expect. You have to play and win increasingly difficult tournaments in order to gain an invitation to the next. At first there are only 4 tournaments, but after you win the final tournament, there's a new set of 4 tournaments that become available. These are called star tournaments, and they're much more difficult than the regular tournaments because each player is now a star player. Aside from the tournaments, there's an exhibition mode where you play a custom game between you and the computer in a doubles or a singles match. And also for the solo player, there are 4 mini games. They are Ring Shot, Super Mario Tennis, Galaxy Rally, and Ink Showdown. Ring Shot has you hitting your tennis ball through rings to gain a high score. Super Mario Tennis is an awesome game that has you hitting a tennis ball on levels from the original Super Mario Bros. Basically, the ball is Mario, and you can destroy blocks, gain power-ups, and collect coins. Doing all before your time or lives run out allows you to play to the next level. Only the first 4 levels are available to play, but it's still a lot of fun. Next is Galaxy Rally. This game has you hitting balls at bits of stars while avoiding holes in the floor. I'd recommend playing this minigame to really hone in your shot skills. Last, and probably least actually, is Ink Showdown. This one has you hitting tennis and ink balls that the piranha plants shoot back at you. I didn't have too much fun with this one, to be honest. Now, Nintendo was really pushing the multiplayer with this game, so you'd expect it to be one of the best features, and honestly, it probably is. You have local multiplayer where you can play wirelessly with friends, and online multiplayer. You can set up your own type of game, or just play a quick match. Either way, you're guaranteed to have some good old fun. Also, I experienced no lag problems whatsoever. Keep in mind, though, that a lot of online players are good, so prepare for a stern test. So basically, Mario Tennis Open is not a game that's going to wow you, but it will entertain you. It's an extremely fun game with a lot of replay value with online play and unlockables from the clubhouse. The lack of real character progression and just average 3D effects don't really help the game any either, but what we got will do. The game really shines when you're in a heated match against a worthy opponent. It isn't uncommon to have a 5-minute volleys until one of you can pull off an excellent chance shot and finally end it. Mario Tennis Open is by no means a disappointment, but it isn't the next must-have title. If you're a fan of Mario Tennis, I say get it. If you're looking for a fun game that will keep you going for a while, go for it. If you're looking for a deep gaming experience, the likes of which you've never seen before, you're probably going to want to pass. But for the majority of 3DS owners, Mario Tennis Open is an ace. Now let's hope this game sells very well so they can release Mario Golf for the 3DS.